Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Okay.
Wow, my background's a lot nicer than your guys' background. I don't know what you're looking at.
That's all true. You know, I don't know what, oh, you're looking at my SRJC board. You know, there's a picture of all of us up there. You guys are on my wall.
Where I'm standing right now is actually where Terry Lindley got married at. I'm just gonna point that out.
Are you really up there, or that's just your background?
Look at there's Misty. Yeah, see, remember that? I wasn't there. I was traveling, but it was right here, right where I'm. That was what they're looking at.
At the top of the hill. It's pretty up there.
At the top of the hill.
I know you are. Hey, Frank.
Hey, Frank. Oh, Frank, you're muted.
Okay.
Sarah, thank you for, I don't know if you mailed me my package of mail with some masks in them. Did you do that? Did Zara do that? Thank you. I like them.
Are you suggesting we wear 2 masks or those separate?
Yeah, those. I like the black one better. That looks like a diaper.
I think Jeff's a two bag.
There you go.
Oh,
That's actually an improvement, Jeff.
he's got his Halloween costume already.
Mhm.
The mummy.
SRJC from hell.
The mummy or the dummy.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
This would be pretty good. Yeah, look at that.
Very nice, but thanks.
Jeff, send me a picture of your RV. I want to share it with Zara. She's into RVs too.
Oh, yeah. Jeffrey is picking up an RV this week. I'll send a picture of it. Huh?
So is it a Class C or do you tow it?
It's a Oh, I wouldn't end up with a Class C. Mine's a Super C.
A Super. So that means you drive it, right? I don't know anything about this world. I know Leland has one and they're going everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're picking it up on Friday. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's used and it's a 2021. So it's a lemon. It's breaking down on the guy that bought it.
Oh, great. Well,
what's the model?
Frank,
Jeff,
I'll forward it to you right now. I'll forward it to you right now, Frank, as I sit here.
You know, there are a lot of places you can go and stay in people's vineyards. Leland and Annie just came back from Paso Robles where they stayed in people's vineyards. And
I'll tell you what, that is the last place I will go to.
Oh, you want to go? They said it was beautiful. I mean, it was really nice rather than some of the parks.
Well, Jeff.
Yeah, but you can't go visit your neighbors in the parks. You can go have fun with your neighbors.
Oh, I guess they let like 4 or 5 people in at a time, or I don't know anything about it. I just know what I hear. I know they were down in the Santa Maria Valley. I don't know where they were.
Yeah.
Nice, that was fun. Well, you aren't going to be alone.
I'll go. I'll send it to you, Maggie.
Yeah, send it to me, and you know.
See, what the whole point is, it's 4-wheel drive. I can pull my boat. That's what I want to do. Take the boat.
Well, that's cool.
So what model is it?
It's called a Magnitude.
That's nice.
Super C.
How long is it?
34 feet.
34, huh? Holy cow.
Yeah, so it's like we're putting together a little apartment right now.
Yeah,
Maggie Fishman, there you go.
yeah, no, I
There
got
it
it.
is.
Cool. I may send it to Leland, just so you know.
Go for it. Here's
I
what it looks
will.
like on the inside. It's got 3 freaking TVs on it, in it. 2 inside and 1 outside, flat screens. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
All
what
right,
do you
let's
need
bring
a
this meeting
TV
to
for?
order.
Oh, okay,
Everybody-
boss.
Everybody's on board, it looks like. So start off, we need approval of the minutes from the last meeting.
So approved?
So
I
moved.
move to approve?
Do I have a
Second,
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Aye. Zara, do we have anybody that would like to make any comments?
I don't see anyone.
You know
Trustee
what?
Nimney?
Okay, well, thank you. Dr. Chong, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Well, happy March, everyone. It's hard to believe we're already into spring-like weather. And as everybody knows, we are working very hard to try to get all of our employees vaccinated. I just got off on a phone call with Steve Harrington, and he's optimistic that everybody who wants to get a vaccination will be able to get one by May. So it's full speed ahead. We're trying to proceed with caution. I keep telling people it's going to be more of like a dimmer switch than a flick of switch, and we'll be back to normal. So we're working with our team, and they're all working very hard to make sure that we have a safe environment. I want to thank Seraphine's team for all the work that they're doing at our campuses while we're in COVID. We're doing a very aggressive program, but we haven't had any spreads or any injuries. So I just recently visited the Petaluma campus with Samita and Seraphine, and I was really impressed with the work that was done by Midstate Construction, and it was good stuff, as well as the company that did the portable for the not the portable, but the modular for the science wing. So with that, I'll turn it over to Seraphine, and we'll get this meeting started. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Dr. Chong mentioned, we've been very busy keeping our projects on schedule, moving them along. So we have a pretty brief presentation today, so I will get right to it. Our purchasing update. We have 2 solicitations in progress. The district annual training ammunition supplies RFP is out for solicitation. And then we have 1 Measure H project that is currently under bid, out for bid, Garcia Hall alterations. That project is estimated budget at $2.2 million. And again, just a quick reminder, this is where the Communication Studies Department will be housed now. In next week's agenda, you have 2 items that will be up for approval. One is the short list for the specialized engineering services. This RFQ previously went out. We had several responses to this, and those that qualified under this request will be listed for your approval. Specialized engineering services include such items as geotechnical services, inspection services, specialty inspection labs, structural engineering, mechanical engineering. So anytime we need a specific type of engineer as opposed to the full design package, this is what the list is for. So we'll just go to this approved list. It had previously been done in 2016, so it was time for us to refresh the list. There's also, will be in next week's agenda for approval, a contract for welding equipment and supplies. This is a Perkins grant purchase, and it'll be for $163,204. A couple of bids that were approved at last month's board meeting, and contracts have been executed for these, include the consulting services for the selection of the ERP software for the IT department. We have moving services, list of vendors that were approved. And then we have the Baker Hall Lab renovation contract for $1.6 million to Hawley and Associates. So that contract has been executed, and the project will actually start in a few days. And then we have an upcoming solicitation, which includes the request for statement of qualifications and RFQ for architectural design services. Again, this is very similar to what was approved 5 years ago. And it's time to refresh this list. And this will be for architectural services, which will include full design teams. And then once we approve this list, we'll have that there available for us to be able to select architects for all future or remaining Measure H and capital projects. Next up is IT. Kevin Snyder.
Good afternoon. Go through this quickly. Working with capital projects to update Busman Hall. The IT department is obviously near and dear to my heart. And although it turns out there's no way to punch a window in for me, I'm just gonna, we're gonna get our digs looking a lot better. And we're working with Paul Wilhite over in capital projects, and we're in the furniture and desk and cabinet selection part of the show. And it's coming along very nicely. I'm very excited for my team because they definitely deserve some outstanding digs because they're an outstanding team. Actually have an update on the second bullet point. We've got the audience view box office ticketing software up and running. It's actually we are now selling tickets. We don't have the point of sale machines up and running yet because we don't need them. We're not on site yet. But you can buy tickets for events on the web now. So that's already working. We have ordered with CARES Act funds another 230 additional laptops to get taken care of some anticipated need. We have a feeling we're going to not only need to work in a bunch of new machines, we've got some machines that are beginning to age out. So that's part of the standard process, and the CARES Act is helping a lot with that. Our Portal Guard single sign-on during spring break, there are going to be a couple of outages. As we have the 12 kV outage, we're going to be doing some work in Busman. Busman Hall, as you probably remember, is actually going to be up and running. We're going to have generators keeping the data center running that week. And one of the projects we're doing is migrating a lot of our student portal single sign-on stuff to this new Portal Guard sign-on. So there are going to be some changes to the login pages. If you go to the student portal or the faculty portal, you'll see some changes. The functionality will be the same, but the site that you go to log in is going to be a little different. Sarah, next slide. Thank you, sir. Oh, there it is. So the fiber ring construction is complete, and there are some buildings that are already connected to it, and over time we'll be connecting the rest of the campus to the existing fiber ring. We did have that conduit break during the Shuhao demolition, but the testing came back clean, and so everything's warranted, and that was a very good outcome. It only cost about $6,000 to do the testing instead of a whole heck of a lot more to do repairs and replace and pull new fibers. That was a really good outcome. All the district servers are now migrated to our Cisco HyperFlex environment in the new data center. So we're really in the process of moving into this new part of the data center. We've made a lot of improvements to the HVAC, and it's working well for us. And the instructional computers that are now in the process of moving from the Doyle, calling it a data center might be giving a little credit, but are moving into the actual data center Busman racks now. And unless there are any questions, that completes my report.
Thank you, Kevin. Now on to capital project updates, and we'll start with Samita.
Good afternoon. This month, we will be asking for consent on purchasing the office furniture for the Student Life project. If you flip the slide, we're going to be making a purchase for all of the offices within Building 500. So you can see here, private office setup in a couple of our spaces. Next slide. We'll also be purchasing furniture for our large conference room, which is the first space that you walk into in the new addition. That will be 2 large conference rooms that can turn into 1 space. And lastly, we're also, next slide, going to be purchasing the cafe furniture, which, as you can see here, lots of tabletops, stools, and banquette seating for the cafe area. The long linear table that you see towards the back here, I can't use my mouse, but the one that will be along the windows, that piece we actually already own. And so it will just be reused in this space. Next slide. The other project that we've been working on is the construction center project. We had our second user group meeting just last week. We'll be right now at the end of schematic design and heading into design development. So next month I'll be able to present to you the plans that are a little bit more fleshed out, as well as the exterior elevations. Here you can see TLCD has been working really hard on looking at the site plan and exactly how the building will be laid out. So what you're looking at here, the orientation of the dark gray sidewalk, the building entry point actually faces the campus. So looking towards Sonoma Mountain, towards the campus. And so that would be the walkway entry, the student entry point into the building. What's on the back side would be the open outdoor teaching areas, as well as what we're looking to be the drop-off point and the truck driveway for any large items that we might be needing to bring in and out of this site. This site plan will likely be changing as we move along because of some of the comments that did come out of the user group. But I just wanted to show you here some of the developments as we move forward. Next slide. And I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Samita. Scott, I don't think Scott is with us today. So I will report for him at Santa Rosa. The Central Plant Project has been primarily working on installing all underground utilities that are associated, rerouting utilities that are associated with the new pool project and CAD project. So a lot of that, as far as new water and gas lines, has already been completed. So now they're in the process of covering the trenches back up. The demolition of the old Quinn Central Plant Foundation has also been, the demolition is complete. And then now the new natural gas piping MPG's PG&E service is scheduled for this week. The roofing projects, both are actually complete with minor punch list work to be done, and both will be brought to the board for notice of completion at the April board meeting. The Meredith Circle Improvements Project, all of the sidewalks, curb, and gutter are underway. The main driveway is complete, and the project right now is scheduled to be complete by April of this year, so next month. At Schoen Farm, the barn upgrades continue. As you can see on the picture, the new roof of the barn is almost complete. The exterior painting is also in progress, and then the classroom improvement inside the barn is ongoing. On the produce processing plant, the grading is complete. underground utilities are in progress, and the foundation is complete for the slab on grade to be placed actually this week. And then the metal building shop drawings for the processing plant itself have been approved and released for fabrication. Also at the Schoen Farm, we have the portable classrooms that were relocated from the Santa Rosa campus, and the contractor mobilized this week on site and is starting to prepare the area for installation of the new foundations of that of all the new portables.
Seraphin, could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do we have a sufficient budget to turn the farm into a full-fledged ag education campus, such as in classrooms, office furniture, lab equipment, et cetera, et cetera? The reason I asked this question is I wondered if you could, or somebody could give us a report next month, how our budget looks, and do we have enough money to really complete everything that needs to be done at the farm? And the reason I'm asking this question is I've been president of the Ag Trust, and we're doing some fundraising right now, and it would be nice to know how well we're covered, and if we're not, then this is something we would like to address going out to our supporters.
Okay, that's an excellent question, and I'll get together with Dean Benjamin Goldstein to make sure that we have the full plan, the academic plan for the agricultural department included in this current facilities. I know facilities wise, we do have enough money to complete those projects, but I would need to meet with Dean Goldstein in order to get you the full answer. So I'll do that, and then we'll report back next month.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. And I'll turn it over to Heather to report on the CAD projects at the Santa Rosa campus.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So I try to take a photo of each area. You can see the fields there, all the turf is gone, and we will start lime treatment at the softball and baseball fields next week. And then you can see some trenches over where the new field house is going. PG&E is rerouting a line where the building, currently there's a gas line underneath the building, but they're on site this week. They'll reroute that so we can start on the foundation of the field house next week. And then you can see over by Zoomwalt, we've been doing just a lot of utilities over the last month, and we installed a new fire and domestic water, and we'll be patching that back. And I think Seraphin already mentioned PG&E is here this week, and we'll also move the meter from Quinn to Hale. For Towser, we are moving forward with the design development. We did have our second pre-application meeting with DSA yesterday. They didn't give us an answer. They said they'd get back to us, but there's a new IR that's going to be issued that may trigger a full-size mech retrofit at Towser, but they haven't told us whether the new rules are going to apply to this project or the existing rules. So I'm still waiting to hear back and report out on that next month.
Thank you, Heather. Amy.
Good afternoon, everyone. The campus-wide security project is going well. The notice to proceed was issued. We have finished the final design approval meetings with IT and the police district for the Windsor and Petaluma campuses, and we are going to be holding the final design drawing for the Santa Rosa campus next week. And then all of the plans will go into DSA, and there will be for DSA approval. Hopefully Windsor and Petaluma will go quickly. And prior to that, to the DSA approval, I'm working on being able to do long lead item equipment work and software upgrades so that we can have a lot of the work that takes time in place. So when we get DSA approval, we can start immediately. The Doyle Library is essentially complete. The final balance of the second delivery for the furniture was delivered yesterday. The NOC was approved, And the project looks great. I'm working on closeout documents.
Actually, the notice of completion will be on next week's board meeting.
Right,
For the
right.
board to approve.
Right. Baker Hall, we we had our first, our kickoff meeting with the contractor and staff, and we designated and were able to come up with a plan of working around in-person labs. The notice to proceed was issued and submittals are starting. The first work that will be done is the hazardous abatement, and we expect to start that the beginning of next week. We've also clarified where the parking spots are and other general requirements. And I hope that we can finish that project sooner than December, but that is the allotted time for the completion of the project. Pioneer Hall is going quickly. They're already, even this picture here is already the ceiling grid is in and the HVAC drops are in. We will be doing next week the lighting, the electrical lighting. All the paint has been completed. We're working with the flooring subcontractor. The floor is pretty beat up, so we have a great plan for the oozing rep to pour the floors, and then the final flooring will go down. I believe we're scheduled to be complete outside of the lighting controls. We're having a little bit of trouble getting the Lutron delivery and stated, but the project is scheduled to be done the middle of April at this point.
Thank you, Amy. Angela.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I have just hookups with my system, but I'm here. We have a very good progress for milestone 2 on our side, and STEM is moving towards vibratory stand column that is under review right now by CGS. But here you can see the progress through this month. We have tons of ground improvements. We have tests on site. What you're looking right now is the rough grade pad, the records of all the progress and work. You see a lot of movement with machinery and equipment. Gladly, everything set well, and the current results after soils reports are very positive. I know we are kind of amazed by the weather. It was being friendly with us too. So we are moving along with a good pace. And as for now, we are going to start soon after CGS reviews our underground columns. That's all for now. And by the way, you know, underground, we had a lot of unforeseen items that we are mitigating by the piece. Just today, Victor, if you're around, thank you for the patience. We resolved everything already. So nothing new for us. Underground is a surprise all the time. So thank you.
Thank you, Angela. And that concludes the project reporting. We have 9 items for you to approve in next week's board meeting. We have a couple of notices of completion. One is for the fiber ring project. We also have a change order. The first change, actually, this is a Schoen Farm Pavilion roof project. The project was actually completed several months ago, and the vendor there caught a pretty bad error that they made on their order when we first contracted them. The error was a mathematical error in the takeoff of the material. So they were actually short $114,000 in their pay. We reviewed this, we scrutinized this pretty heavily, and it was a pretty gross error that we were able to easily see. So even though we had a contract with them, we felt that $114,000 was way too much money for them to be out of. So we are processing this change order to make up for that mistake. And basically, again, the project is complete. We're just reconciling a contract here for a mistake that was made at the vendor's office. The Quinn Central Plant project has one change order. There's the first change order for $27,849. This is less than 1% at this time. And we have change order number 14 for the Student Life project at $17,000. This has us around 6.3% in total change orders for the project. We're also asking for your approval of the notice of completion for the Doyle Library first floor interior modifications project that Amy just reported on. And then the purchase of furniture. This is the first package for the Student Life project. This is basically the presentation that Samita made today, and that's for $155,549,000. And Busman Hall alterations phase 2 project. We have the first and final change order. It's a credit change order. So there were some changes to the project that were made, as well as some allowances that were not used. And so we are taking the credit for those back. And so that is a final negative change order on the project. Also for the PSTC expansion project, there was a request for qualifications or proposals from designers to provide the design services for this new building to be designed and built at the Public Safety Training Center. Again, this project is partially funded by state as well as Measure H, and the contract is going to PBK WLC for $315,000. And then I mentioned earlier, the Specialty Engineering Services approved shortlist. And that concludes my report, unless you have any questions.
I have a question, Seraphin, and it's just if you could remind me what's happening with the foundations building?
The foundation building is currently at DSA for design.
Okay.
So both the DSA and CGS, Angela mentioned CGS in her
right,
which is the California Geological Society, which reviews all of the underground soil testing. So there's a report currently into CGS for the new foundation building as well. And so we're just waiting for that approval, and as soon as we get that out, we'll put it out to bid.
Okay, thanks.
That's a good report.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys are getting a lot done with this weather. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a silver lining, isn't it, of the pandemic? Lots got done.
Yes.
Well, depending on which point of view you come from, we need the rain so bad.
Yeah.
My goodness, great.
Okay, any other questions? Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Meeting
All
is over.
right.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.
Good work, everybody.